So this is part 2 of flipping through the things in my junk journal bin. I ran out of space, so I had to post the first part of the video, and we'll just continue looking. So when the first one ended, I was looking through this old little golden book, The Animals of Farmer Jones, and I was just showing how cool some of these old images are in this book. Some really pretty pictures. Definitely going to use this in my own personal journals. Now, this is another old one. A Day on the Farm, 1960. I have this other golden book. I don't know if it's in this bin. And it's an old Cinderella book from 1950. And it was kind of painful to pull it apart. Just because I feel kind of bad. And Noah said, "Mom, why don't you just keep it the way it is?" And I said, well, I mean, how many years does it need to collect dust on my shelf? At least if I delicately take it apart and put it in a junk journal that I'm going to use every day, I'll see it. Beautiful images from these old books. So, I have some twine, some pretty daisies. These are some old schedules. My boys both played Little League, and just remove some of these things so everything doesn't start toppling all over the place. So I just thought it would be kind of cool to use some of these pages with our old schedules on it. My junk journals. Some old glass bottles. I had picked up these 5 old-looking books at a tag sale recently. It was so cool. All these great images, and I pulled them apart and looked through and pulled out the pages that I thought I would like to use. I can cut this out, and I can glue like something hard on the back and use that as a journal card, or I could fold this page in half and use this as a page in one of my journals. And I think maybe one of my next videos will have to be showing you how I put a journal together, just the basics of it. So those of you who are new, who might be interested, could maybe try it if you wanted to. Another pretty image. Some lace images. Remember, I said I'm really into farms. So these old books that I had picked up at a tag sale recently, they kind of went through a decade at a time. 1920s, 1930s, and they just had some really amazing pictures. For different junk journal themes. Oh, there's some more lace. And a bunch of those different pages from those books. I love mason jars, as you can tell. I liked the carrot that was on this page. I have this Rose Bible that I've had forever, and I used it a while back, but now I figure I'll use it for the illustrations. Make some pages in a pretty junk journal book. More guest checks. I ordered these on eBay. I have a whole pad of these Coca-Cola ordering forms from the 1970s. They're cool. I got this from a journaling magazine. I loved the illustration. So when I cut it out, I cut out enough that I could make it double-sided. And I'll glue it together. I'll put some plain paper on the back, and that'll be an awesome journal card in one of my journal books. Some blank cards that a friend gave me that I can use. Some pretty journaling paper from my Flow magazine. More farm animals. I think we're coming to the bottom of my bin right now. So I'm going to pause and I'll pull my junk journal over just to show you a few things in it. So this is my pretty junk journal. I glued some beautiful lace to the front of it. It was an Reader's Digest book from 1954. And I've already started writing in it. So I will just open it to a few places to show you some of the things, how I used them in my junk journal.